The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory.
And going in on the Chicago Sky.
They're not going to be pushed around anymore. Even in the midst of all the talk yesterday, you have a Sophie Cunningham, you have a Natasha Howard, and you have a DeWanna Bonner. There's a level of credibility. There's a level of toughness.
Caitlyn Clark, in the post-game interview, she made it a point to say, this is not please don't blow this out of proportion.
The whole WNBA seemed to come to a halt this weekend. The Indiana Fever had just delivered a powerful statement win, but then DeWanna Bonner figuratively took the mic and set social media ablaze, calling out Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky and putting them firmly in their place.
She currently funked herself with Charlotte Webb after she shared a post last night of pretty much somebody congratulating her and going in on the Chicago Sky.
Right in the middle of it all was Angel Reese, catching strays and side-eyes, while Caitlyn Clark took it all in with her usual calm demeanor. Bonner didn't hold back. She brought the sass, stirred the drama, and spilled it all over the court with the kind of precision only a seasoned veteran with receipts can deliver. If you're riding with the Fever, drop DB and CC in the comments below. Let's go.
Angel Reese, part 32. Let's get it. This ain't LeBron. This is Butter Pecan. Burn! They want to put her at point forward this season. They want her making plays because she a playmaker. Burn! That Angel Reese hit a buzzer beater. You got to check this out. 3, 2, 1. Burn! Who cares they lost by 35 points? At least she got her 17 rebounds. Hey, Ma, you got a receipt for this Barbie? I think this one's broken. Send it back.
What began as a routine post-game quickly turned into a full-blown roast session. And no, the Fever's win wasn't the main event. It was just the trailer. The real show was Bonner calling out Reese in the Sky in real time. This wasn't just basketball. It was reality TV colliding with ESPN. And trust me, the reruns are going to hit different.
They make it a hate thing. They make it a hate train. It's like, no. I'm telling you, if I was the coach or the owner, we forfeit in every game. Either we forfeit or Angel will not be in attendance.
Angel Reese fans is calling race, they're sparking a race war on Twitter right now, and it's starting to get national attention. They're attacking white fans, black fans.
From the very first whistle, you could feel the electricity in the arena. The air was charged with anticipation, and the Fever came out firing. Fast, aggressive, and precise, like they were done listening to all the doubts.
Good position.
Clark pulls deep one left wing.
Caitlyn Clark is her. Natasha Howard able to lay it in. To Boston, her jumper is good.
I think we have a group that's much like the Pacers. We've got a lot of great balance.
Still on the bounce. 3 seconds to go in the half. Caitlyn left wing off balance 3.
Got it. Caitlyn connects ahead of the halftime buzzer. She is 1 of 1.
Every touch of the ball felt like a statement. And Caitlyn Clark, she wasn't just running the offense. She was composing a symphony. But the biggest twist of the night? Indiana didn't just keep up with the Sky. They controlled the entire game. And DeWanna Bonner? She played like this game had been circled on her calendar, highlighted, and labeled revenge in all caps.
DeWanna Bonner, man, Indiana Fever on became the third all-time WNBA leading scorer in history.
Caitlyn Clark looks like she's going to be the MVP of the league. Angel Reese made a fool out of herself, and we won by 100, and I won. So we're back in the good mode, back in the winning. Yesterday was tough with the Celtics, but we're back, baby, and it all starts with who? CC, 22, Caitlyn Clark.
Angel Reese showed up with her usual confidence, big talk and bold gestures, but this time, she faced a different kind of fire. Not loud or flashy, but ice-cold execution. Indiana shut her down like a bad rumor. Sure, she got her double-double, but it felt more like a stat for the box score than the story of the game. This was the Fever's night, and the shift in momentum was clear. Bonner and Clark didn't just show up, they took control, and every move they made sent a message to Angel in the Sky. This isn't your house.
Had as much passion for basketball as she did for her hate for Caitlyn Clark. Gonna get up, scream in her face. You should be thanking her, because you would have missed another wide-open layup. They say, but don't lie. Oh, she gonna cry. Wah, wah. 35% from the field. Trash. She had 5 turnovers. Trash. There are living human beings that breathe, that enjoy this kind of basketball. To the psych ward you go. Burn. It's like driving by a car wreck. I can't help myself. I can't stop watching.
As the game went on, the spotlight didn't stay on Reese because she was dominating. It stayed on her because she was faltering. Her usual confidence began to crack. Every awkward drive and missed chance chipped away at her facade. The fans saw it, her team felt it, and you better believe Bonner noticed it too. But she didn't just feed off Reese's struggles. She turned it into her fuel.
Much like Donnie Carr, Angel Reese relies on the dramatics to generate attention. Because just like Donnie, she can't maintain attention based on skill. And the attention-seeking behavior, it started immediately yesterday as Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado decided that they were going to disrespect the country by refusing to come out for the national anthem. She immediately loses her temper. She could not believe Caitlyn Clark stole her moment. Angel Reese gets off the ground very slowly, because everyone seems to be moving in slow motion in the WNBA.
The Angel Reese fan base is full of toxicity right now because they is extremely embarrassed that Angel Reese came to Indiana and laid a goose egg.
The game stopped feeling like just a game and turned into a message. The highlight? Bonner snatching the ball right out from under Reese like a pickpocket in Times Square. She coasted in for the layup but didn't crack a smile. No celebration, just a cold, piercing stare straight through Reese. Ice cold, clinical, legendary. Then came the post-game moment. Bonner casually flexing her performance while throwing some digital shade at Reese and her crew. The timeline didn't just react, it exploded.
Bonner, who knocks it away. Cookies, TV, open court, right side, and she lays it in.
Reese was left gathering the emotional pieces, no longer controlling the narrative. The spotlight had shifted away from her stats and fixed firmly on Bonner's message. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A seasoned veteran had stepped into the spotlight and boldly claimed her territory.
One more free throw for Bonner. It's in the air, and it's good. DeWanna Bonner now third in WNBA history in scoring. 7,489 points and counting. Lord, and here's the ovation for Bonner.
Reese walked into the arena acting like she owned the storyline. But from the very first minutes, it was clear this game would be a pressure cooker. Every touch she got was met with defenders. Every dribble faced traps. Indiana's crowd was ruthless, and Bonner was even more relentless. There was no room to breathe, no rhythm, just constant, intense pressure, as if the Fever had a personal vendetta against her. This was a highlight reel of pure toughness.
You know, DB is somebody that, is a Hall of Famer, like a legend, not only a good basketball player, a great person, a great leader. The strongest voice in our locker room is hers. And it's fun to have been around here now for about a month just to get to learn from her and soak it in. And I'm really happy she got to do it at the free throw line and all the fans could go crazy and cheer for her because she certainly deserved that moment. And it was really awesome to see and be a part of.
Bonner didn't just defend. She masterminded a complete shutdown. Meanwhile, Clark was the calm force, directing plays while the Sky scrambled, confused about what decade they were playing in. What looked like a typical game on paper became a masterclass in dominance and precision. Angel Reese fought back, battling for boards and diving for scraps, clawing at momentum like a contestant in a rigged game show. But something was off. Her usual confident moves and bold energy were missing. Instead, her steps were hesitant and searching. The Fever's game plan was like a heat-seeking missile, and Reese was the target. And Bonner? She didn't need to shout. She moved like a queen in a chess match, locking eyes with Reese after every basket, stop, and humiliation. Her message was clear, silent, but deafening. You're not ready.
So this is the post. I'm going to have to put allegedly on there because DeWanna Bonner deleted it. But allegedly, this is the post DeWanna Bonner put on X. And it's steady. Congrats to DeWanna Bonner. Chicago needs to get it together. People's kind of pointing fingers at DeWanna Bonner like, you know what? You shouldn't have shared that. She shouldn't have. She can share what she wanted to share. Now, I believe she later deleted this post. But, man. Watch this, bro. Watch this. Let's head on over to X, dog.
Then came the viral spark that blew up the internet like a halftime fireworks show gone wild. Bonner reposted a simple, sweet congratulatory message, but fans quickly caught the hidden meaning, the carefully placed shade lurking in plain sight. It wasn't just a celebration, it was a precise strike aimed at the Sky and their golden girl. Within an hour, the post had sparked discussions longer than most college essays. People were analyzing every punctuation mark, emoji placement, and even font choice, trying to figure out just how much salt was packed into that digital jab. Angel wasn't just dealing with a loss. She was drowning in a flood of memes, commentary, and "she's not that girl" tweets.
And DeWanna Bonner represents the old guard, if you will. Not that she's acted like the old guard or in any of the stereotypical ways that the old guard has been portrayed, but just because she is and has been a fixture of the WNBA, to the point where she became the third all-time leading scorer, obviously, in that game. And Bonner chose to go to the Fever, which surprised some folks, but shows you more so that it was a basketball-related decision. She knows it's a chance to win another championship. She knows it's a chance to, be a part of a great collective and group, a moment in time, a moment of support, and she expressed how much she was grateful.
Suddenly, it wasn't about points, rebounds, or plus-minus ratings anymore. It was about controlling the narrative. And Dana Bonner? She owned the storyline. Reese, once the symbol of swagger and defiance, became a background character in someone else's spotlight, caught in the wrong light, looking more confused than confident.
These people don't like anybody associated with Clark. Just ignore them. The people that they refer to is none other than the Angel Reese fan base, man. The Angel Reese fan base is full of toxicity right now because they is extremely embarrassed that Angel Reese came to Indiana and laid a goose egg. Now, granted, she did get a double-double, but a goose egg is a goose egg. And I'm telling you right now, she laid the biggest goose egg on national television.
Meanwhile, right at the center of the storm, doing none of the drama, was Caitlyn Clark. No antics, no side eyes, no fake tough guy posturing, just precise surgical basketball. She commanded the floor like a general, calling out screens, dishing out assists, and sinking logo three-pointers like she was cashing in receipts. While Reese struggled in emotional quicksand, Clark was crafting poetry in motion. Her game wasn't flashy, it was deadly. The way she reads plays before they unfold isn't luck, it's a legacy being built.
The regular season is here, and we have no more time for flirting, folks. We have no more time. It's time to get serious about our business. And Caitlyn Clark handled her business game 1. 20, 10, and 10. 20, 10, and 10. Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever, what did the kids say? Belt to ass? Oh yeah. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Indiana Fever destroy, obliterate, run out of the gym the Chicago Sky. 93-58.
And then, boom, history was made. Caitlyn Clark achieved what no one else had before, the first triple-double in a WNBA season opener. With 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, she didn't celebrate with chest thumps or flashy gestures, just cold, calculated numbers delivered with CEO-level composure. The crowd didn't just cheer, they roared. Meanwhile, Bonner, having delivered her own vintage performance, gracefully stepped back to let the sophomore superstar shine. That's what you call respecting the moment.
The Indiana Fever just played their first game against the Chicago Sky, and folks, it was not close. It was not close. I remember my timeline being flooded with people saying it was going to be a good dogfight. It was going to be a close game. It was going to come down to the wire. It was going to be a great one. No, it wasn't. It was a 40-point blowout. And it was a great game on one side. On the other side, it was a little questionable. But we got to see Caitlyn Clark in full force. We got to see the new and improved Caitlyn Clark. I can't wait to break down the film in this video for you guys, man. She looked amazing. She had a triple-double, a 20-point triple-double. She shot it nearly 50% from the field. She shot it 50% from the three, y'all. She had 4 blocks. The defense was there. The playmaking was there. The rebounding was there. Everything was there. She looked like the best player in the WNBA.
But the part that grabbed headlines wasn't just the stats. It was what Caitlyn did, or didn't do, when Angel tried to change the energy late in the game. Reese hit the floor hard after a foul from Clark and came up ready for round 2, steam practically rising off her. But Clark, she didn't flinch or add fuel to the fire. Instead, she turned, walked away, and gave the moment exactly what it deserved. Nothing. That silence spoke volumes. That was true dominance.
Angel Reese gets up, Aaliyah Boston shoves her, gives her a little stiffy. Hey, don't come at Caitlyn. But look at her, Angel Reese upset. Oh my gosh. Hey man, this was hilarious. Look, Angel Reese was pissed. Look at her. She was still going out there a little bit. Look, took the jersey out. What's going on?
She knew exactly what had just happened. She knew the sky had been taken apart and that ESPN was already preparing the highlight reels and hot takes. But she stayed silent. Why? Because when you've got the scoreboard and the stats on your side, there's no need to shout. In a league where every post, play, and pout goes viral, sometimes the most savage move is to say nothing at all.
I thought Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark were cool. But I don't know, man. The way Angel got up, she was like, Look at her. Ooh. I mean, she was getting after it, fam. Oh my goodness. Now, the funny thing was Caitlyn Clark sniffing, walking away. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good angle. Oh yeah, look. watch Caitlyn Clark's face right here. Watch this.
And let's not forget, DeWanna Bonner made history too. She proved she's still elite, not here for mentorship cameos or token veteran minutes. She didn't just play, she sent a powerful message. While Clark made the headlines, Bonner made the point clear. Reese walked away with a wake-up call wrapped in a loss, delivered by two women who had nothing to prove, and yet still proved everything.
There it is! A triple.
This wasn't just a game, it was a layered cinematic takedown, a battle of generations, composure versus chaos. And if tonight showed us anything, it's that this new era of the WNBA isn't coming. It's already here, and it brought the fireworks. If you're riding with the fever, drop a comment for DB and CC down below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.